one. We're going live. Okay, I have posted the link for this evening's class in the chat. Everyone, if you want to share it on WhatsApp, if you want to do whatever you choose with the link to get others listening, you are free to share that link this evening. So, with that being said, I will start the official class recording now. We will start recording. Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are welcoming you. This evening is the 22nd of May 2020, and we are in the class of Steele. I am Dr. Michael Steele, and I welcome you to this evening's class. Present with us are Reverend Bright also. We also have Reverend Victoria, Dr. Dan, and we have Barrister Anthony with us, and the full Hope Transplant International team and Class of Steel team with us. We are all here present, and we also have invited guests and members joining in the class this evening. This evening's class is entitled Purpose. And the reason why it has been really stirring in my spirit purpose is because a lot of times we do things, and the things we do are governed by purpose. I'm going to say that because it's important. The things we do are governed by purpose. But the interesting thing is it your purpose or is it somebody's purpose that you are becoming involved in? I want to ask that question again. Are you on your purpose or are you fulfilling somebody else's purpose? Are you the head of your project or are you a part of somebody's project? It's very interesting. And what I mean by it is very interesting is because let's look at the structure of a church. I want to give the structure of a church. A lot of times, persons that sit inside of a congregation, sometimes they think or they label the ministry as this is Reverend Bright's ministry. So I am a part of Reverend Bright's purpose. This is Barrister Anthony's ministry, so I'm a part of Barrister's purpose. I am fulfilling Barrister's purpose, but not my purpose. I want you to listen carefully to me. This evening, I am going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to confirm something to quite a few of you. A lot of you, after this evening session, are going to reevaluate a lot of your associations. A lot of you are also going to reevaluate the people you hang out with, the people you give your time to, the people you invest your resources into. And the reason for that is because I want you to define your purpose. What is your purpose? You see, right now, if we look and we determine that we are a part of Reverend Bright's fellowship, the important thing to note is, are you on Reverend Bright's project as fulfilling Reverend Bright's agenda, or are you a part of Reverend Bright's project, and you are fitted into it, that it is also your own purpose to be there. You have a purpose for being there. You have a purpose to cause Reverend Bright's ministry to be successful. So you are planted there to fulfill a purpose that is going to be wrapped up in the greater purpose that Reverend Bright has. Are you hearing me? Come on, somebody. I want to see. I really need you this evening. I'm going to tell you the truth. I need you this evening. I have some fire that is wrapped up inside of me. That's why I'm coming and talking to you. So I'm going to need my class. All of you, I need you this evening. Just wave your hand and say, yes, I'm with you. Nod your head. Don't give me the Nigerian sourpuss face. Don't give me the Nigerian sad sack face. Come on, I need you this evening. All right? So we're talking about purpose. I have found out that a lot of us humanitarians find ourselves lost in purposes. So many different things we do, so many different people we help, so many different organizations we join, so many different pieces of works we want to do, so many, and we spread ourselves thin, and we at the end of our lives, as we get older, we look back and we ask ourselves an important question: have I fulfilled my purpose? Are you fulfilling your purpose today? Listen to me. Listen to me. Are you fulfilling your purpose today? Or are you on a bandwagon and just don't know how to get off? Ah, somebody. Or are you on a bandwagon supporting something that you just got wrapped into, you just got sucked into, you just decided because you think that you could do this thing really good, and you lend your support to it, you lend your assistance to it, you lend your strength, your talent, your ability, your resources to it. But then when you look at yourself, you're found wanting. You get lost in the magnitude of the vision. You get lost in the magnitude of those that have come after you or before you and have elevated themselves to a place of prominence. And you are now basically, as it were, in the kitchen washing the dishes after everyone has eaten. Ah, come on, somebody. Am I talking? Am I talking to somebody today? A lot of you pastors and bishops and ministers, I want to give you some thoughts. You are supposed to create an environment that your members are not a part of your vision. Ah, you are supposed to create an environment where your members are causing you to build on visions. You have somebody that is gifted in music. Why do you need to manage the music aspect of your ministry like God gave you a monopoly on all knowledge? Why don't you empower and equip that person to manage music? When anybody comes, say, go to Ricky, go to Joe. Why? Because you create an environment whereby those individuals take ownership of the vision. Am I talking here? A lot of you have visions where individuals are just either partakers, observers, or supporters. I'm going to say that again. Partakers, observers, or supporters. But the reality is it's not their vision. A lot of you ministers are in things where you are partakers, supporters, observers, but it's not your vision. And you know what? After a while, you burn out. You get tired. You can't attend meetings, or you can't attend functions, or you can't attend because you don't have the time, because you're trying to catch up on what you are supposed to be doing in your own personal vision. And you don't have the time. You're stranded. Why is this passion wrapped up in me for my class this evening? Why is it? Say purpose. I want you to say purpose. Say, I am a man or woman of purpose. Say, I am a person of purpose. I want you to shake yourself today and say, enough of the foolishness that have been happening. Enough of these meetings and these phone calls and these conferences and these people that are pulling on my intelligence and pulling on my wisdom and pulling on my skills. And then when I look at the back of it, I see myself just in the kitchen washing dishes. And everybody else is seated at the table eating. Oh, come on, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking. How many of you got on projects where you were so bent on raising support and assistance, and you spent so many hours facilitating and working and spraying in your brains, and you never reaped any benefit whatsoever? I have been there. I have been there. Your mentor is telling you, I have been there countless times. And guess what? Tonight I am so sick and tired of it that I decide I'm going to talk to my class and say to my class, if you are in the same position that I have found myself in for so many years, it's time to gird up your loins with truth. The truth that I've had enough of this foolishness and decide enough is enough. I'm sorry about your covenant. I'm sorry about what you say is binding me, but I have to position myself to be relevant. If I'm talking to you, wave your hand. Let me see your hand. If I'm talking with, I'm not even going to go on unless I see 4 hands. I'm not going to go anymore. Uh-huh. We need to look at purpose. You were born on this earth and you came into being with a purpose. God had a purpose for you. He said, I knew you and I called you and ordained you. What is your purpose? Being here in this class is a good part of our purpose. You know what it is? You know what it is? We all need somebody that's going to tell us the truth. We all need somebody that's going to shake us and cause us to raise our levels. And this is what I've discovered. You guys, the past couple of weeks, you guys don't know what you've been doing to me. So let me tell you. Let me tell you. You see, I don't take this class lightly. I spend so much time in prayer. I spend so much time in preparation because I don't take mentoring you guys lightly. Because you see, you guys are going to be influencing and impacting the lives of eagles. And if I treat you guys just like any person else, and I don't have respect and acknowledgement of how serious what I'm doing is in impacting your lives, then I'm wasting my time. And this evening I have made up my mind, and I just said it to my wife. I said, "Hon, you know what? These people have caused me to discover purpose. Purpose. I'm an ambassador. I'm a reverend. I'm a bishop. I'm a great artist. I'm a great designer. I got so many skills. My whole life I've been doing so many things. I'm so versatile. I'm so educated. I can speak from aeronautics. I can speak from all different aspects of society. I can speak to presidents and kings and beggars and drug dealers and gangsters at all levels. And the past couple of months, as a matter of fact, the past 2 years, God has been showing me purpose. And the reason why a lot of things have not been working is because, you see, I have been running away from purpose to try to position myself to be in a place of power. You see, we like to position ourselves so that we are in a position of power so that we can progress. We always want to operate from a standpoint of power. But there's another P word that is wrapped up in there that stops us from fulfilling purpose. You know what that P word is? That P word is pride. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to somebody. Pride stops us from fulfilling purpose a lot of times. You know why pride stops us? Because we think the God who is sending us is so awesome and so mighty. And when people look at us and we declare, God has given me a vision, but then they look at us and they say, did he not give you provision too? So we get ashamed when we don't have provision for vision, and we try to sidetrack ourselves to get provision for vision first. Ah, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. I'm talking to you today. And we try to find provision. So guess what happens? While we are trying to find provision, we are losing the vision. Because we are wrapped up on a quest for provision. Yes, in the back of our minds, we know why we want the provision. We know why. Because we want to fulfill purpose. But how many people have drowned in the sea of seeking provision? And the grave is rippled full of potential and purpose. The grave is so full of potential and purpose and visions that died seeking provision. Because we think that what God has called us and mandated us to do is so grand, is so great. But we can't afford to do it. I've discovered something about God, and I'm going to stop running. I'm going to stop running. I'm going to stop running. And I'm going to tell you, as my students that are coming up under me, I'm your mentor, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be naked and vulnerable to you, because a lot of ministers, the reason why a lot of other ministers under them are not growing is because they don't tell No, let's do it this way. Because they neglect to share some intimate things with you. They neglect to open some intimate closets of their lives to you. So they leave you under the guise of this thing of grandeur. And you think to yourself, I can't reach that standard. I can't reach there. The picture of the only way that you could be received or appreciated or accepted is if you could reach this place. A lot of you are desperate to get out of Nigeria and get out of Africa and get out of the UK and the US because you think that if individuals see you going out and see you reaching further, they will think that you are more powerful. They will think you have something to offer. But I want to submit something to you today, right where you are planted, right where you are, right this very minute, you are equipped, fully equipped for everything that God has purposed for you to do. You are fully equipped. You are not lacking in anything whatsoever. The only thing that is lacking is your ability to climb up the top of the mountain and spread your wings and start to fly because you're an eagle from birth. But you're waiting for somebody to come and give you wings. Madam, I'm hitting you. I'm hitting you, madam. I'm hitting you. I know I'm hitting you. I'm hitting you. Come on. Wave your hand and say you're hitting me, Bishop. Wave your hand and let them know I'm hitting you. I'm hitting you because I said to my wife when I saw that message, I said, honey, anybody that thinks I'm giving them wings have made an error in thinking what I'm able to do. I'm just here to put wing under your wings. I'm going to say it again. I'm only here to put wind under your wings. And when I put that wind under your wings, you better flap and fly because you're an eagle. Nobody can give you wings. If you are a chicken, and I encourage you till the cows come home, you're still going to be a chicken. But if you're an eagle, and I talk to you and I say to you what happens to real eagles, and I give you that little bit of insight, you are going to take off and fly. Why? Because it's in your DNA. Am I talking to somebody or should I just shut up and stop shouting at this hour of the night? So my neighbors don't say to me, go out the house. Say purpose. Say purpose. Whose purpose are you on? If you are in my class because you want me to give you wings, put up your hand and let me delete you now. I'm not here to give nobody wings. I'm not God. I can't give you wings. If you're eagle, you are supposed to have wings. Don't be writing things telling nobody, oh, thank you, you're giving us wings. Don't ever write that again. Hey, raise your hand and say, I accept rebuke. Raise your hand. Never say it again. Never say somebody's giving you wings. Nobody can give you wings. I'm giving you insight. I'm showing you how to fly. The other thing about it is a lot of eagles have been mentored by chickens that are smarter than you. A lot of eagles have been mentored by chickens that are smarter than you. They themselves don't know how to fly. You look at them and you think they're eagles. Listen to me. Listen to me. It just takes a few people to build a church. And a few people to come and hear somebody that is shouting loud, loud, loud. Sometimes I go and I listen to some of these preachers and I don't understand nothing they say. And people are saying amen and excited and they just come out. I don't even know why they keep coming back. I don't understand anything. The sound system is awful. The song is loud. They're not eloquent of speech, and you can't understand anything. But they have big followings. Why? Because you just need a lot of noise and people that are hearing noise and there's nothing else to do, so they show up. People are going to look and say, but Bishop, you're such a great man. How comes you can't raise 50 people? Are you joking me? How you mean raise 50 people? Are you joking? I have 5,000 people on one profile, 5,000 on another. I have over 8 million connections, baseball connections on top of connections in LinkedIn. Are you serious? If I needed to reach people that are just 100 people, you just put up one post and everybody will show up. Look at the hour of the night that we're talking. Look at the time we are sacrificing. Eagles know how to sacrifice and take time to develop. Come on, somebody. If we had somebody on here talking all fancy talk and woogly and all of that, you would have a whole bunch of itching ears. I don't cater to itching ears. Life is too serious. You have a purpose to fulfill. How many of you, how many of you can look at the organizations you are a part of? Honestly, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I look at the contribution that you have made, the input, and then ask yourself a question. Does this fit into my purpose? Is this fitting into my purpose? I celebrate this class. You know why? Any person that does not have personal development as an absolute necessity within their purposes, they're not ready. If you don't have personal development embedded in your purposes of life, you're not ready. That's why I celebrate you guys and I don't take lightly showing up for class. Because personal development is critical to advancement, to fulfilling purpose, to becoming profitable. All of us have potential in life. We were born with potential, potential for greatness. I went to the zoo in Just, and there's an eagle in the zoo. Reverend Bright, am I correct? Reverend Bright, am I correct? Who have seen the eagle in the zoo? Who have seen the eagle in Just in the zoo? Put your hand up. I want to see who have seen the eagle. Put your hand up. I really want to see how many people have seen it. Do you want the truth? It hurt me so badly. It hurt me so badly when I saw that. It hurt. I confess, as there's a God in heaven, when I saw that eagle in your zoo, it broke my heart. It hurt me to see such a majestic bird, such a powerful bird, restricted for the pleasure of people coming to look and see what an eagle is like. That is not what an eagle is like. That is a domesticated bird, and it is a pain to look at it. Talk to me, somebody. Because when you tell your children, come, let me show you an eagle, I would like for you to go out in the mountains and have binoculars and tell your children the story. An eagle is so hard to find because they fly so high. They're so powerful. They're so majestic. But when you take your child to the zoo and your child see this half dead bird inside of the zoo in a cage, and you tell your child, you're like an eagle. And the child is thinking, the only eagle I remember is at the zoo. I don't like that bird, oh. You see how that bird look. And when he reads in the Bible, as the eagle saw the Lord, and his idea of an eagle is in the zoo. Ay, 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 ay. What are we doing to our children now? How can you say to your children you're an eagle? You're in Africa. When I see the lions and the animals in the zoo, hey, man, come on, talk to me, somebody, talk to me. You are going to tell your child you are like the Lion of Judah. What Lion of Judah? Waiting for someone to come and throw a piece of meat inside of a cage for you to catch it, and if they don't feed you, you are dying? Hey! He's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. We are preaching these things. How many of you ever took your children on a safari to see the wild animals? You live in Africa. People come all over the world to kill your wild animals. How many of you have ever been? How many of you have been to a wild animal safari on a wildlife? How many of you have been? Put your hand up. I want to see your hand. If you have been on a safari to see a real lion in the live, put your hand up. If you have seen a real lion in the wild, one, two, three, one, two, three. Hey, four. And you are in Africa. You are in Africa. How many of you have been fishing as yet? I talk about going fishing, and I'm going to take you fishing when I'm there. How many of you have been fishing to catch fish as yet? How many of you ever been fishing? One, two, three, four, five, six. Well done. Not too bad. It's good. We teach people about being fishers of men. How are they going to understand fishers of men if they don't even understand what fishing is all about? Say purpose. What is your purpose? Why are you trying to accomplish it? What is stopping you from sleeping at night? I celebrate that right now. I see a lot of you have purpose to become mentored, to become educated, to become enlightened, to become strengthened with might on the inner man. I celebrate you because you have accepted the challenge to develop yourself, to be challenged in your thinking. Most people think they know it all. They think they don't need anybody to talk to them. That's why the Bible is such a challenge right now, and people are wanting to throw the Bible out the door because it seems like just a book that is for lecturing. It's almost like we are a dying craft or a dying skill or a dying profession. Or are we an alive and kicking purpose? What are we? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bishops and men of God and women of God. What are we? Are we a dying craft, a dying skill, a dying profession? Or are we a living, vibrant purpose that will pursue passionately? Are we looking to diversify our portfolio of financial remuneration at this point? Or are we looking at creating an opportunity to create a greater impact in fulfilling our purpose on the earth? What are we doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you that are in the media, that are in the ears and the eyes of people. I want to challenge you tonight. I want to challenge you to get up, look at yourself and say, I'm doing too much for others. I need to do more for me to fulfill my purpose, to fulfill my calling, to fulfill my destiny. I'm challenging you. Where is your radio stations and your TV networks and your broadcasts? Where are they? Are they on the archives of some shelf gathering dust? Where are they? Where are all those sermons that you have preached? Have you written your journals? Have you put together your devotionals? What have you done with all those sermons that you've preached so many years in and out? Have you commercialized them that you could create an environment of income to sustain your purpose? Or are you trying now to write books and determine that writing books is now your purpose? Talk to me, somebody. What is your purpose? I want every single member of under my mentorship to make sure you do one single thing for me. Do not become a chicken, or else do not become an eagle led by a chicken. Look at your mentor. I'm not talking about money. The problem with a lot of us is if we don't see a big fat bank account, currency. Hey, thank you, honey, for that correction. Currency. I'm not talking about currency. Too many of you put too much impact and too much on currency. So much so that your ministry is just a currency maker for you because you're just running after currency. But I want to impact you to maintain a purpose so that when currency comes, because it surely shall come. Say it will come. Say it shall come. Say it is coming. Say currency is coming. Come on, say it. Say currency is coming. Currency is coming. Say it is currency is coming to me. Currency is coming to me. I am full of money and I'm waiting for currency. I'm waiting to exchange my money for currency. Currency is coming to me. Doc, I'm going to tell you here in the UK, currency is coming to you, Doc. But what is the purpose? What is the purpose for the currency? What is the purpose? Talk to me. Some of you sell one book and increase in currency. Sell two books and increase more. Sell three books and increase in currency. Sell four books and increase more. So what are you? Are you a writer? Is your purpose just to write books and increase in currency? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Some of you pastors leave your pulpits and you go and you write books and you do this and you do that. Oh, I need to step away from the ministry for a while because the Lord is calling me to a higher calling and this and that. Now answer me a question. The Bible said the gift and calling of God are what? Without repentance. So he said, from your mother's womb I have called you and ordained you that you should be a priest. So are you going to say now that God is trying to diversify his portfolio and he needs you to have two jobs so that he can have somebody to fill another post? Talk to me, somebody. Talk to me. Purpose. If you're a preacher, if you're a teacher, preach, teach, and record it and duplicate it. But stay in your zone. Somebody says, stay in your zone. Stay in your zone. Don't get distracted because of the times. The churches have been closed for a while, and guess what? Get online. And what do you do when you're online? Preach, teach, do what you are called to do. People that used to do yoga classes and training in yoga, now that things have gone different, what are they doing? They're doing virtual yoga. People that have been teaching and mentoring individuals and so many different things, now that the crisis is coming, what are they doing? They're doing it virtually. Why? Because they're not stopping from fulfilling their purpose. All they're doing is implementing the measures conducive to advancing their cause. So this shutdown or this lockdown does not affect them. Why? Because they are focused on what? Purpose. That's why I'm trying to bring all the ministers in Africa up to speed in technology, because that's the season we're going into. Stop being told these are the tools of the devil. How dare you think a computer is the tool of a devil? Everything is a tool of the devil. He uses anything he gets his hands on. Stop lying to individuals because you don't want them spending so much time getting caught up on social media and different things. Use a different strategy. If you're going to be on social media, use it wisely. Use it to promote and advance your cause. Use it constructively because it is there to advance what? Purpose. There are people that have purpose in their lives to destroy others or to cause problems. And as a result of that, they use social media to do that. But there are people who have purposed themselves to be constructive and advance the growth and elevation of others. And they use social media to do that. I'm going to tell you something that's very interesting. I've been on social media, Facebook for a lot of years. And the beautiful thing about it is I've been there because I have maintained a following for many years. But watch this. Watch this. I'm going to confess to y'all. I did not know, and this is the truth. This is the honest truth. I did not know that pornography is on Facebook. I didn't know that it is really there. I didn't know. And I'm going to teach you why I didn't know that. Because the minute somebody sends me a photo or somebody sends me a post that is compromising even slightly in that behavior, I block them and I delete them. I don't even look at it. And over the years, the algorithm has showed that when those things come to me, they get blocked or deleted. So guess what happens? My social media does not have that kind of thing following me. So it's almost as if I'm in a compartment all by myself. When I first came to Nigeria, oh my goodness, I got so many Nigerian scams and frauds and different things coming to my social media. Oh, Lord help me. If I was a person that is one that take easy to listening to what people say and looking at what people share and not do research for myself, I would never visit Nigeria. And as a matter of fact, do you think I would be in the north? Hey, hey. Say purpose. Say purpose. Now it's 3 minutes to 10 o'clock to 11, and I'm going to stop my live on YouTube. So please allow me to close off with them so that I can talk to us. Is that okay? That's okay? All right. Before I close off, because I need to talk to you. So before I close off, I'm going to ask Reverend Bright to just acknowledge the people. Please bear with me. Bear with me. It's protocol being established because I don't want to run away and not do the right thing. So Reverend Bright, if you don't mind, just greet us this evening. Reverend Bright is the person who is responsible for me establishing and doing the work that we're doing in Nigeria and also in Africa. So I would want to introduce you to Reverend Bright also, who is from Plateau State, doing an amazing work there on the ground with the ministers. So, Reverend Bright, thank you so very much for being on the broadcast this evening. I just briefly greet the world because this is broadcast live for everyone. God bless you, Reverend Bright.
Thank you so much, my Lord Bishop. The class of Steele, my colleagues in the class of Steele. I want to appreciate God for your patience and your resilience. Thank you so much for giving us. I mean, for giving the bishop his time to talk to us. I want to thank you that with this message tonight on purpose, I think our ministry will never remain the same because God is restructuring and repositioning us for global impact. So I really want to thank you so much for all that God has been using us on this platform to do. I know that your life will never remain the same, and I believe God that you will never regret the small time you are spending every 10 to at most 11 every day. I mean every Wednesday and Friday. God will bless you. God will increase you. Thank you so much, our mentor. We are grateful for you taking your time to talk to us and. You are sharing a cutting edge revelation. So thank you so much for sparking us up. I want to promise you, by the next time you come to Plateau State, our ministries will change for good. Our ministry will change for the better. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
All right, thank you so much, Reverend Bright. And Reverend Bright is the head of all of this. This is standing on his shoulders. And the beautiful thing about the class of Steel is that we are a team of individuals, managers, mentors, teachers, and we are working together in fulfilling purpose. And for that, I want to ask Victoria, Reverend Victoria, to just greet you. Pastor
Yeah.
Victoria. She is our chief operating
Yes,
officer,
sir.
the person that is managing and watching to make sure that everything is done decently and in order. So when you come on board and you choose to join us, there is a team that you will be connected with. Reverend Victoria, please greet us.
Um, Good evening, everybody. It is a great thing to be in a class like this. The Lord has blessed us so tremendously to have our mentor, Dr. Steele, and his amiable wife, Jenny, who has been doing tremendous things. And the purpose of the topic for tonight, which is purpose, is just timely. So once again, I want to appreciate you, sir, for really impacting into our life, and we shall never remain the same. The class of Steel, I promise you, we are going somewhere. Thank you, sir, for everything.
You are most welcome. Thank you so very much for dropping in and sharing and letting us know your thoughts, Reverend Victoria. You're very welcome, man. And also, we have on our team, legal is very important. We have, in the person of Barrister Anthony, we just want to ask you to greet us. Barrister is responsible for our financial and our legal behavior and protocol. Everything that we do, we want to be doing it in a manner decently and in order. So, Barrister, please greet us. Barrister seated with his wife Blessings. A pleasant good evening to you as well, Ma. Barrister, would you greet us?
Good evening, Bishop. We thank God for this word of the noun, and I thank God for the class of the Steele. And it's been wonderful hearing you tonight. It's been also purposeful what you told us today, and the Bible talks about
Yeah.
we must do the work of Him that has sent us. Why it is day? Because the night cometh when no man would work. And Paul planted, Apollos watered, and the increase came from God. I thank God that God will continue to work in us, both to will and to do of His good pleasure, helping us to develop and cultivate personal development that is very critical to our calling and purpose in life. I thank God because we are duty bound to pursue purpose, but that is the reason we were born. Thank you so very much. And I challenge the whole world that is hearing us today that this is timely. It is a word of the noun. We should pursue, overtake, and we'll recover all. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so very much, Barrister, for your input this evening. We want to also raise awareness to our membership coordinator. I, as men, I think I would use the right word. As men, we tend to um, veer off in our own purpose, and there's some things that are needful to be done, but we are not that eloquent and proficient in fulfilling those things. That's why we need individuals who are very capable and competent in those arenas. And I want to introduce the person of Dr. Dandam, who is our membership coordinator. For every person who is considering membership or being a part of the class of Steel, Dandam is the person that you would be obviously connected to. She is the mother of the whole team, so she would know every single person, how you came, who brought you, and why you came. So, ladies and gentlemen, please greet Dandam this evening. Dandam, kindly greet us.
Okay, good evening, my Lord and Aaron Bright, and all our good members, esteemed members. You're all welcome. I want to thank God so much for being here. And I just want to remind us that please, if you haven't registered, just try and register. I love you all, and I don't want anybody to go behind. We have put our hands on the plow. We are not looking back. By next week, the month will be ending, and we have bills to pay. And if we don't pay our bills, we won't sustain this wonderful network. So I love you all. I don't want you to see me as if I'm harassing you. It's just that we have to pay our bills. So please just help us so that we can sustain this. We're all enjoying it and we don't want anything to stop. Thank you very much. I love you all very, very, very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. class, class of Steve, let me close the class officially, and then I will come back and wrap up this evening. I, before I before I close, I think we have one. I want to ask. I also want to ask Evangelist Kelvin. Evangelist Kelvin, I just want you to greet us quickly, briefly. Evangelist Kelvin, please send a word to the world for us.
Good evening, good evening, my fellow student, my fellow classmates in class of C. I want to greatly appreciate everyone for being on board this evening, and also to appreciate the bishop, appreciate the first lady, and also Reverend Bright and his first lady for making this platform possible for all to participate in it. This evening, I've been blessed with today's teaching. As a matter of fact, I've noted something that is so vital. And among the few things I noted, one of it is you are an eagle, don't stay in a cage to be fed. You are an eagle, don't stay in a cage to be fed. Meaning as an eagle, you have the potential to soar. You don't need to wait for someone to give you a feather. Why? Because you have an inbuilt feather to soar. And as long as you can soar, you'll be able to fish far. That is one knowledge I've learned today, that in all that God has called us to do that is in line with our purpose, we should ensure we give it what it takes to succeed in it. This is a knowledge I've acquired this night, and I'm grateful for the class of Steele. And I want to say to the world that the class of Steele is a place to be if you want to be globally relevant. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so very much. I please allow me to give honor to Reverend Daniel, who is an elder among us. I hope class you would allow me to honor Reverend Daniel as our elder. Reverend Daniel, would you kindly unmute your microphone and greet everyone, please, if you don't mind, as one of the elders in the faith.
Good evening, everyone. And I just want to thank God for this class. I want to thank God for the mentor. I want to thank God for everyone in this class. Obviously, what we have learned cannot be overemphasized. We know that God has a purpose for us, and we also have a purpose. So we pray that the Lord will help us to fulfill the purpose for which we have been called. Thank you very much. And may the Lord bless all of us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching with us. You are welcome to join us on the class of Steel, and you can contact Reverend Wright also. You can contact other members of the team here, and we just want to ask God that He will continue to bless you and keep you and cause you to rise and shine and fulfill your purpose in 2020 and the decades to come, should the Lord tarry. God bless you and thank you for viewing this broadcast. God bless you.